two statements can both be true. The Vancouver Canucks got an absolute haul back in their trade of Quinn Hughes today, and they got absolutely dog-walked in that trade by the Minnesota Wild. And let me explain, because the Quinn Hughes trade has largely seemed inevitable since the Vancouver Canucks season went down the toilet. Hughes has been rumored to be available and unhappy with the direction of the Vancouver Canucks, and he's been linked to every team on the East Coast from New Jersey with his two brothers to Philly, Pittsburgh, Washington, Carolina, and a host of others. But it was ultimately Minnesota who ended up being the ones to add the former Norris Trophy winner, having to part with Marco Rossi, Zeke William, Liam Ogren, and a first-round pick. A tidy haul for the Vancouver Canucks to get back. And I still don't think it was enough. When you're trading away a franchise cornerstone player like Quinn Hughes in the prime of his career, you better be getting back a package that makes every other fan say, well, you have to make that trade. And this trade is not that. It's nice, it's very good value, they got a lot of good pieces back, but they gave up the best player in the trade, one of the best players at his position when he's healthy and rolling, which he's not this year. That's another big issue, Vancouver trading him at maybe his lowest value in the last few years. But it's not the type of oh shit package that makes me feel like Vancouver had to do this, and especially that they had to do this now. Don't forget that although Hughes seemed to indicate to the Vancouver Canucks that he was not willing to re-sign after his contract was over, the contract ends at the end of next season, not this one. There's no reason the Vancouver Canucks should have been antsy to trade away Quinn Hughes when they have him under control for another year, especially when, like I said, his value is quite low given the level of play he's been at. So it would have made sense to wait another year to see if his play rebounds and you could potentially get more for him. Or if, let's say, you manage to win the draft lottery, get Gavin McKenna, he becomes a superstar, and the Canucks turn things around next year, maybe Quinn Hughes changes his mind about not wanting to re-sign there. It's a simple question of leverage, and the Vancouver Canucks failed at that miserably, but that's to be expected for a team that once upon a time had a very solid good core of young players, including Bo Horvat, Brock Besser, Quinn Hughes, and JT Miller, and now all of those players except for Besser are gone. It's truly a staggering amount of ineptitude shown by the management group in Vancouver, now run by Jim Rutherford, who himself admitted that this has been coming for a year and a half. It truly feels like the end of an era for the Vancouver Canucks, who just wasted the prime of one of the best young defensemen in the entire NHL and probably the best defenseman that the franchise has ever had. And that is just sorely disappointing. And I doubt that any piece of the package they got back in return for Quinn Hughes will fill the void that losing him is going to create.